Hi everyone. In this tutorial, I am going to tell you about how to import the data or how you import the file from the our systems to the SQL server. Let me show you. There are two ways of doing it. Let me show you by one. Like go to any database, right click on it, go to task and select. There are two options as I already told you: import data and import flat file. So I am going to tell you about import data now. So clicking on import data, click on next and select the source. Source is a flat file. Okay, flat file is a CSV file I already created. Let me show you once again. So this is a CSV text flat file. First name, second name, marks or the columns. Enter the data as well. Aziz is the first name, Ahmed is the second name, 67 is the marks. In the meanwhile, Azim is the first name, say Ahmed is the second name, 78 is the marks. So this is the flat file which I already created. So I'm closing it. Okay, I'm selecting the source. I am browsing it. But before that, let me show you. I think I already told you. Source is a flat file, so I have to select flat file, which is already selected because it is CSV file. And select the browse the file name. Click on browse. Click on CSV test, which is stored there. And these are all by default. Don't like work on it or don't click anything. Go to the next button. You can see the data which is stored. Aziz Ahmed 67, Azim Ahmed 78. These are the marks. Click on next. Okay, then it's asking for destination is a SQL server native client because we are storing the data in the SQL server and the database is yours one. Going to next. So it is asking whether you wanted to import the data with the name CSV test table or you wanted to append the data. Because if you wanted to append the data, you have to select the table which is there with the same column names. I have created this table called Irshad table, which is already created in the previous tutorials with the same name, the same column names, first name, second name, and the marks. So if you just change this name and like maybe CSV test or something else, if you want to, then the table will created in the yours one database with that name. I am keeping CSV test. Now, if you wanted to append, then you have to select Irshad table because there are same attributes with the same name, so it will append the data because some data is already there, so it will append the data. If nothing is there in that table, then it will enter that data in the new rows. So let me go to the editings. So see the source first name second name marks and destination also has first name second name marks, I already told you. And see the data type as well. Okay, so click on OK and click on next and click on next, click again next, click finish. See everything is success. Click on close, right click on it, refresh just as formality because if something is not updated it will update. Click on plus, go to the tables. So Irshad table is a table which is already there. Right click on it, edit top 2000 rows. Why data is not reflecting here? Hmm, go and refresh it once again. Edit top 1000 rows. Or click select top 1000 rows. Okay, you can see the data here. Aziz Ahmed 67, Azim Ahmed 78. Because edit is that the data which is entered from the SQL server, right? So that's the reason it was not showing there. So when I click on, when I click right click and select top 1000 rows, then the data is getting reflected. Aziz Ahmed 67, Azim Ahmed 78. So you can see. So import data option we can use whenever you have want to append the data or if you want to export the file directly or if the data is already there like with the name Irshad Ahmad and if you wanted to enter those details as a new rows. If there is no data as well in the Irshad Ahmad table, if there is only column, no problem, you can add those rows as the fresh rows from the CSV file. So there are, so in three ways you can use it. So let me show you when we have to use this option of import flat file. So this is a wizard. It won't ask for source and destination. Directly you have to click on next. It will have location of file to be imported. CSV test. Okay, so it's asking table name. So I want to take table name test. I give a new name. CSV test name. So DBA schema. It's a by default schema. Clicking on next. So it won't ask source and destination, and it is showing the data what it has. I'm clicking on next. So it is asking because whenever you are exporting the data in CSV file, we won't get the option of selecting data types, but it will ask here whether what data type you want. So by default, it has selected the best one by checking the marks, by checking the column name. So it has that AI. So it has chosen some best one. But if you wanted to change, you can change. But I feel like it is good to go. So I'm clicking on next and clicking on finish. So data is inserted and clicking on close. I want to refresh it, and I want to go to the tables now. See, one table got created. You want to check what it is there, select top 1000 rows. See, the data got imported. So there are two ways of importing the data: import flat data, or import data file, import flat file. In import data, it will ask for source and destination, and it is used when we wanted to import the complete file, or when we wanted to append the data if the data is already there in the table, or if the only columns are there and you wanted to import the data as a fresh rows, then you can import. Import flat file is used when if you want to directly dump the data, directly send the flat file, okay, then only it will used. It's for only one purpose, but import data is used for three purposes. I hope you got it right. And one more thing, in import flat file you cannot append the data, but in import data option, from through import data option you can do it. So that's the important of import data than import flat file. I hope you understand, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much.